All right.
So Monkey King banned out again, along with this Ember Spirit, and I would really like to see like an Arc Warden. Well, they can leave the Arc Warden in there, and
Ten
I don't know if the Dire would
seconds
pick him
to
up
go.
again. Like you don't want to first pick an Arc Warden after winning a game
Five
with Arc Warden, right?
seconds.
But you also kind of want to ban an Arc Warden after losing to Arc Warden that badly.
Reserve time.
Well, they are dipping into their reserve time already. I wonder if they're having an Arc Warden argument.
I don't know if there's an argument.
Coddle. They think the Coddle was the
Dire
problem.
team
Coddle was a
ban.
problem. His blasts were messing up the stacks. His chakra magic was making Undying a decaying machine. But so like it's not a bad band. It's not a bad band. We do see the Sardar going out,
Radiant's
and now
pick.
Team Rizal getting first pick, and we'll see what they pick up.
It's gonna be hard for them not to go for that Arc Warden again, right? I mean, they first picked the Arc Warden last game, or no, it was the second pick. Sorry.
One, it was first
10
pick.
seconds
Second
to
pick
go.
was Life Stealer, and two, that was the other team.
5 seconds.
Oh, it's Team Rizal. Yeah, you're not wrong.
I'm
wrong.
usually not
Reserve
Charlie.
time.
I'm usually not
But
Charlie.
it happens not an insignificant amount of time.
Okay.
So. All right. Yeah. If you're Team Rizal, I think you've just got to go back to comfort picks, and you got to go, as we talked about earlier, you got to go back to lane winners.
Did you put the camera on the game?
I did do that.
Are we recording?
We are.
Oh man, Charlie is on the ball for
I
once.
know. It doesn't happen often, but when it does, it's a beautiful thing.
No, it's just a normal thing. It's just normally
Steve,
it's bad.
it's
So you
beautiful
think it's-
for me, okay? All right, just in comparison, just okay. Just give me this
Okay,
one
fine,
for
fine,
once.
fine. Your parents still don't love you, but fine. Oh god.
Oh god, and there's the Arc
Nice.
Warden.
Well, maybe Team Rizal just got taken off guard by the Arc Warden, or maybe they do feel it's the East-West comparison. So we will see. We will see
Steve,
what happens here.
Did you bet on a team
10
before the draft?
seconds to
Yes,
go.
I did. I bet on 4 ASC.
Oh.
5
Does anybody in chat
seconds.
remember that? I don't remember that, so
I said it before the end of
Reserve
last
time.
year.
I don't know. In 2 minutes, I'm gonna find out if chat remembers it, because if chat doesn't remember it, then clearly
Do we have
Radiant's
anyone in
pick.
chat, Charlie?
we do. I've been talking to Jack Swift.
Oh, really? Wait, what?
He's my boy.
Wait, Jack Swift is Rathmar.
Is it?
10
All right.
seconds to
Wait.
go.
What are you
think.
talking about? No.
Dire
Yeah,
said
Jack,
team.
Jack Swift is. Yeah. So hover over. Go to the lobby. Hover over Rathmar, and you see Switch TV. Jack Swift something. Some numbers.
Jack Swift 1120.
Yes.
Oh,
Jack Swift.
okay. All right, Rathmar, I'm on to you now.
Radiant's ban.
He was all like, "Oh, I didn't see that first game. What happened?"
Seriously, wait. This guy is 3,700 party MMR and 2,700 solo MMR. He is lower MMR than me, but I do not want to play against him.
Wait, was he the
10
Arc Warden?
seconds.
He was
to
the
go.
Arc
Oh
Warden.
God, dirty Arc Warden picker.
5
What the hell?
seconds.
No,
Hurts.
seriously, he would wreck my shit.
He would.
How?
Reserve
He
time.
must be on a Smurf. Smurf.
I don't know. Maybe he's just a dirty Arc Warden picker.
He saves his Arc Wardens for
So
his programs.
here's the fun thing. So Steve and I were talking about, if you're on the side of Rizal, you're thinking, all right, we just got to win our lanes, right? And there were two heroes that we specifically called out. We called out the Juggernaut and the Viper. 4ASC
I
have
said
banned out
10
the Juggernaut
seconds
and the
to go.
Viper.
Oh, motherfucker!
5 seconds.
It's
He's listening in.
Reserve time.
Maybe we should just stop talking for a while. No, I mean,
Well, it's not like we're going to get any new information now.
I mean,
Dire's pick.
at this point, if you're Team Rizal, listen.
And we threw out a lot of other heroes besides Juggernaut and Viper, honestly. Luna, Slark.
10 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, to be
go.
fair, I think Arc Warden has a miserable time against Viper. But if you're Team Rizal at this point, forget everything else.
Centaur. Holy shit! The axe pick. I like the axe pick. Those behind the Dazzle, of course. Counters that Shallow Grave is a good pickup. Centaur though, such a beast.
10
I'm
seconds
I'm liking my Ben pick right now.
Yeah,
5
I
seconds.
don't disagree with you. I think the brutal thing is, I mean, for Team Rizal,
Reserve time.
forget everything else. Forget what happened last game. Forget any hero matchups. Forget winning lanes. Just pick your comfort heroes. Pick everything that you're comfortable with. So
Yeah.
if you're comfortable with Vengeful Spirit, great. If you're comfortable with Axe, great. If you don't want to play against a particular hero, ban them out. That's fine. I mean, just at this point,
Dyer's
do what
pick.
you enjoy. Do what you're going to have fun with. Do what you are used to. Because you know that you may be in a little bit over your head. You know that you may be, struggling a little bit with matchups. Just go have fun and just pick heroes that you're used to playing.
Wait, what the hell? We have 20 people watching?
Yes.
What the fuck?
10
Hey, Internet Veteran's watching.
seconds
What the
to
hell?
go.
What's up, Internet Veteran?
5 seconds.
I guess those are the only people logged in, so we have a few people that aren't logged in. Huh?
Reserve time.
Yep.
All right. Well,
And you're doing a really great job about not cursing, Steve, by the way.
Oh, thank you. I actually tried to tone it down a little bit.
Steve.
What?
I was being
What?
facetious.
Oh, because I was cursing a lot?
Yes.
All right, well, that's...
Dyer's bad.
So we just see the Enigma, the immediate Rubik pick, because, of course, when Enigma black holes, you're going to pick up the Rubik. That makes perfect sense. And then Lena follow-up. Lena's fine. I'm still really liking the
10 seconds
the Axe
to go.
counters the Dazzle pretty well, and the Rubik counters the Enigma really well. There's a ton of great spells to steal. I'm really
Radiant's
like
banned.
the Dire lineup right now.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, there's PA ban.
I think it's interesting. So if you've been watching DAC at all, you know that Lena has a ridiculous win rate. She's at 78% right now over 19 games. She's been doing amazing. I think under the right hands, she can actually absolutely be a game changer. But I think it's a little bit of a risky pick here. The heroes that she's up against are not
5
phenomenal.
seconds.
But if you think that they're going to put all of their
Draw
eggs into that
Ranger.
Arc Warden basket again, then
Dyer's
you
Our
might as
strat-
well find a hero that can pick them off.
Okay, so Lena does have trouble, getting to the Arc Warden. Dazzle, not a bad target for Lena, but Centaur is super tanky. And Rubik has that innate magic resistance aura.
10
But I
seconds
really
to
like
go.
this Drow Ranger pick. That's definitely a lane winner,
5
like we were talking about
seconds.
before. So Drow Vengeful, I mean, that's a lot of ranged.
Reserve time.
And don't the Enigma creeps get hit by that too?
Yeah.
When she pops her
When
pops
she
her
actually
ability?
uses the active on the precision aura, it
they
will
have
affect
so
the Enigma. So
much.
there's definitely a lot of potential push
Push.
power there.
See the troll coming out. Not bad. I actually like Rizal's lineup right now. I think it's really effective. Drow, Lena, Enigma, Vengeful, they're going to have a lot of pushing power, and I think they can win their lanes decently well, even with an Enigma jungler. That Axe is going to have a really rough time, though, because, Rubik, Dazzle, Troll, that Axe is feeding.
Yeah, at the same time, I mean, the Axe last game just basically stepped off of that off lane into the safe lane jungle, the off lane jungle there, and found some farm. So I think there's
The Crystal Maiden harassing him the whole
Yeah.
time. And it's going to be, well, I don't know what player the Crystal Maiden was on, but we'll probably see that
10
again.
So we'll probably see a
seconds to
decent
go.
amount of that again. But at the same time, the Troll Warlord, there's not a whole lot of
5
synergy with the rest of the
seconds.
team, right? There's not really any right clickers. Arc Warden to an extent, but it really depends on how you build them. And the way that Arc Warden is built last game, definitely not.
It's just probably going to be the same build. spammers don't usually have much variety.
Yeah, so it'll be really interesting to see how that builds. But if that's the case, I don't see a whole lot of synergy on the side of the Dire, and that could be a definite advantage going the way of the Radiant. Whereas Radiant has a lot of synergy going their way. They've got that.
I'm willing to change my bet.
But you can't change your bet. That's not how this
works. All right.
You're crazy.
This should be interesting.
All right, why don't you introduce your team?
I can do that in like 2 seconds.
Well, one thing that's kind of funny is the... Oh, you didn't. One thing that's kind of funny is the Axe player was the only player replaced, but the Axe is the only hero that Team Rizal has from last game.
All right. So I'm gonna go ahead. By the way, we did see the Radiant or the Dire side smoke up. They are headed into the Radiant jungle. On the off lane, on the Radiant side, on Team Rizal, we do have Mercury playing the Axe. It does look like it's going to be a mid lane Lina being played by JM Terror. Safe lane Drow Ranger, who actually may be in a lot of trouble here. We see the reveal coming out from the smoke on the Dire side. It looks like they're going to try and find that Dire, or that Drow Ranger. She may be able to get away here, but actually, yeah. So there comes the Poison Touch out from the Dazzle. They're also going to find the Stomp coming out from the Centaur, and the lift from the Rubik will be more than enough, and they find the first blood on the Dire side onto that safe lane Drow Ranger.
That's another... Oh, hey, they might pick the... Yeah, they're going to get the green probably.
Yeah. So, yeah, Axe is able to pick off that rune. So, at the end of the day...
It is 2 for 2.
It does go 2 for 2 on the runes, so a little bit of mitigation coming out from the Radiant side. On the Radiant, it does look like it's going to be a juggle Enigma coming out from Clean Anos. And the final support is going to be RLZ Frankie on the Vengeful Spirit.
Yep, and on the Dire side, Pandora. Pandora on the Rubik. Bernices on the Centaur. Lobby on the Dazzle. Mid is Rathmar on his signature Arc Warden again. And then Gravemind playing on that Troll. And just a second, I got somebody asking. Who you casting so I can watch your channel?
Steve.
Okay. Just watch.
Alright. So, early on, lane-wise, so who do you give the advantage to early on lane-wise? It does look like it's going to be a little bit of a dual lane, although the Rubik is headed mid right now, or at least trying to find the jungle. So it's going to be this Drow Ranger up against the Centaur War Runner with the support from the Vengeful Spirit.
Yeah, I think that the Centaur is definitely going to have a rough time. Sure, Return's going to give a decent... Although, wait, it looks like we have an initiation by the Rubik. He's going to throw out the lift onto the Lina, and the Flux comes out from the Arc Warden, and there comes the Ice Strike Array, but it misses, and the Enigma comes in and chases everybody off.
Yeah, a little bit of whiff on the Spark Wraith, but overall, definitely putting some harass onto that Lina, able to keep her off the lane a little bit. Lina already struggling a little bit in the lane, being more than doubled up early on here by the Arc Warden, but she's going to go ahead and shrine up and try and get back in the lane and try and find some more.
Yeah, that Arc Warden already at 10 last hits, and the Centaur is doing pretty well too. He's got 6, but it looks like we got a lift up on the Axe, and then the Poison Touch by the Dazzle means this might be second blood going to the Rubik.
Yeah, and at this point, that's brutal. Pretty much all lanes being lost by the Radiant side. They really aren't bringing anything to it.
The Centaur getting farmed. The Centaur needs to be zoned out.
Yeah, I think this comes back to the last game. They're too scared. They're playing too passively up against this Centaur, and he's just able to get too much out of the lane. He's finding last hits. They're not bringing anything to him. The Vengeful Spirit is sitting way too far back in lane. She's at full health. She's at full mana, and she's not bringing anything to the lane right now.
Yeah, she's just leeching. She needs to zone. Because this Centaur should be zoned out pretty solidly. He is taking quite a bit of damage. Drow's really good at harass, but I'm not surprised at the Axe side. I said from the beginning, I'm pretty sure that Axe is going to have a really rough time, and spin to win. Will it happen? Nope.
Yeah, I think a little too aggressive from the side of the Axe there. He maybe thought he should have gotten that kill, but he had to know that the dire side still had those two supports somewhere nearby. May have thought they made a little bit of a rotation, but still, it was way too aggressive on his part, and he ends up giving up the kill again, which, I mean, at this point, as we mentioned, with Lina not doing too poorly in the mid, but not doing all that great, she does end up getting shadow poison or poison touch by the Dazzle, and doesn't end up bringing him down again. 4-0 from the Radiant side. If you take a early look at the net worth, it's going to be almost 1,500 at 4 minutes in both experience and net worth. And I mean, it doesn't sound that big, but at 4 minutes, that's huge.
The Centaur is somehow top of the last hits as an offlane Centaur against Drow Vengeful.
Yeah, I mean, top 3 are all dire side. I mean, Drow just kind of snuck her way in there, but it's...
This might be, no. Like, she can just turn around and Magic Missile. Ooh, yeah, Stomp is missed. So. Oh, and we do see the rotation coming in from the Rubik. I don't think they're going to find this kill. The Double Edge is up. Double Edge is up. I think this is it, actually. Yeah, he has an Orb of Venom and boots. That kind of screws over that Vengeful, who has no boots at the moment. That's the only way he can catch up to her. That was really well done by the Centaur, just recognizing that he was able to do that.
Yeah,
and we'll see if the Drow comes in on this. This Drow might be dead.
The Drow is dead. You don't survive anymore. Easy rotation. There's not going to be any return from the dire side or the Radiant side, and at this point, it's kind of an early.
Nope. You have to believe, Charlie. You have to believe.
I want to believe.
Sorry, didn't peep it.
I want to believe, but I don't think there's an eternal envy on the Radiant side.
Or the dire side.
Yeah. I don't think there's anybody that's going to throw that hard on the dire side. I don't think there's anybody that's going to win that hard on the Radiant side. We actually see the Axe getting gone on here. The Poison Touch coming out from the Dazzle, and it looks like they're going to try and put out enough. Not quite enough, so...
That was really well played by the Axe. He recognized that he would have died to the last hit, so he uses the Berserker's Call for that extra 40 armor, and then he was able to survive the last hit. So Axe saved his own life there, and yeah, so it turns out to be 0-6 rather than 0-7, and this might be 0-7.
Yeah, I don't think there's...
Light Strike Wave patches out only on the illusion though. The Flux follows up, and hey, there's an extra 90 gold, and this might... Nope. Stampede's out.
Putting out a little bit of damage onto that Arc Warden, who, yeah, he is topping the net worth charge.
Yeah, good rotation by that Enigma, though.
Yeah, you've got to be able to do something, and I mean, this is the concern here. If we take a look at the net worth charts, top 3 all sitting on the dire side, and that Rubik nearly equaling up to the jungle Enigma, and that offlane Axe just sitting below. So the jungler usually meant to bring that extra level of farm, but when you lose the lanes this hard, it just doesn't bring that same level of catch up.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, the Arc Warden, so 1100 away from his Midas. I don't know if we're going to see any other Midases on either side of this game, though. Like the thing about the Midas is like it's very effective on Arc Warden because of obviously the his ultimate, but against the Drow lineup, you don't want to risk losing the early game by getting too many Midases because Drow is of course an amazing pusher, amazing early game, falls off really hard.
Yeah, we were being a little bit down on the Radiant side, but at the same time, they haven't lost all that much on those really 2 important cores who could theoretically be change the face of this game. And that
the Drow is getting her farm. She's equal to the Centaur on last hits. And sure, the troll has more last hits, but he was essentially uncontested. So it's really not that big of a surprise. So the Drow is getting what she needs. But looks like there's a smoke gank coming in from the Dire. Stampede starts off, and that is a dead Drow.
I don't think she ends up surviving this. They are really looking to try and find the return kill on the Centaur Warlord, but there's no way they're going to be able to find that. Vengeful Spirit in the meantime trying to find her way out, but I don't think she's going to be able to find her way out of this one. Enigma dropping the Midnight Pulse, trying to slow the team down a little bit, but Poison Touch probably enough to find the kill here. Yeah, and it's going to end up finding the kill and the kill going to the Rubik. At the same time, yeah, Arc Warden with the Tempest Double finding the solo kill onto the Lina, and it just gets worse and worse.
Yeah, they do have the Shrine up if they want to rotate in onto that, but it looks like they're just going to stack. Nope. Oh, they messed it back up. The Centaur, let's see. He has Tranquil Boots. He needs to get some more regen or just go back and heal.
Yeah, I think he probably does go back to heal. He's only 700 away from that Blink Dagger, so he should have that Blink Dagger pretty quickly here. At the same time, Troll Warlord, he's having a lot of fun here in the safe lane. Not having really any trouble. He's been pretty much uncontested. We do see the Shrine coming out from the Dire side. It is going to get that Centaur Warrunner pretty much back up to full health. He's already got those Tranquil Boots, so he'll get his health up as well.
Yeah. Alright, well, looking at the net worth chart, Troll, somehow top of net worth. I would have actually suspected it to be Arc Warden or Centaur, considering how many kills they've been involved in.
Yeah, Troll Warlord, you know, last hit-wise, just doing much better than everybody else. He's even sitting 14 ahead of the Arc Warden, a little bit less now, but more than 10 ahead of the Arc Warden. So he's doing a really good job of keeping his net worth up there. At this point, he does have that Midas, so he's going to even start to accelerate a little bit further.
Haste.
So we do see a haste rune onto the Lina. I wonder if she's going to try to get a kill on the Troll using this. But it will be spotted out by this ward whether or not they want to do it. Oh no, she's just waiting there for the Shrine. Now we do see the supports hanging around this bot lane. I don't know if they're going to initiate. They could dive this pretty easily. This Centaur is really tanky.
Yeah, I mean, there is the ward down there bottom. So they know that those two heroes are there, which is why on the Radiant side, both Drow and Vend were sitting under tower. They were aware of where the heroes were. They knew enough not to get too close, but at the same time, like, it meant that the Drow wasn't getting farmed. And they've rotated 3 bottom. Even if the Dire don't find a kill here, they're doing enough.
All right,
it looks like Axe going to go for the spin here, but at the same time, he is just under-farmed compared to this Troll Warlord, so he's going to end up having to run out. He's going to get very close to death here. He's sitting at 77 health. Same time, Lina ends up going down solo again to that Arc Warden, Tempest Double being up, and 10-0 on the side of the Dire, sitting at about 4K net worth, and the Axe does end up going down. Steve missed it.
You know, in Axe's defense, the Troll was low enough for Axe's ult.
Yeah. I'm not worried about defending Axe so much as Steve. You missed a kill. It's embarrassing.
You thought there would be something going on with bot, so I don't want to hear that. The Centaur is only 100 away from his Blink Dagger, so this lane is really going to open up, especially if these supports stay here. Oh, we do see a stun coming in from the Vengeful Spirit, and Light Track Ray comes out, but the Stampede just runs the Centaur away.
Yep, nothing to be done there. I mean, he just walked out of that one. It does look like Light Straight, or actually Dragon Soul is going to be, not Dragon Soul, Dragon Slave. Dragon Soul, Fiery Soul is the other one. I'm great at the skill names, guys. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. It's also from an anime.
Okay, well.
Slayers. Lina is based off of Lina Inverse from the anime Slayers.
Steve,
FYI.
Steve,
one of my favorites, Charlie.
I'm embarrassed for you. I mean, I know you're not embarrassed, but it's okay. I got your back.
Alright, well, there's an Invis rune on this Rubik. We'll see if we can do any work with it. The Vengeful has to know he's around.
You would hope so, but so the Arc Warden finding a rotation here. It looks like he's going for the Lina kill. He's actually going to find it. Actually, it's the Rubik coming in with that Dragon Slave that she had stolen earlier. And it looks like they're going to look to find that Enigma kill as well. They do find it, and now it's just the Radiant side on their way out, having lost 2 and gained nothing.
That ward was just about to expire. The Dire Ward, that is. So that was really important. That was really fortunate that they were able to go and deward that, because they were on the tail end of it.
Yeah, and if we take a look at the...
They dewarded that before.
If we take a look at the net worth charts again, I mean, we're sitting at 8,000 net worth and 6,000, 7,000 experience. It's just... It's rough.
Yeah, the only hero that's hit level 10 on the Radiant is the Axe. Yeah, it's not looking that great right now. I'd like to take a look at talents a little bit. Like Arc Warden, I don't even know his talents because I never play him. And it looks like he's picked up the 20 plus DPS. That makes a lot of sense considering, you know, he's largely spell damage based. Wait, what? Okay, about to say.
For the record, that was not a BM unpause. It was their own team unpausing.
Yeah. What's the Centaur got for his talent? Did he pick the damage or the mana regen?
He took the mana regen.
Okay.
So if we look across the board, Dazzle, obviously not level 10 yet. Troll has taken the +7 strength over the +10 agility. How do you feel about that?
I think I would have preferred the agility, but the strength's fine too. Like, you know, he just wants to tank up. The last level 10 is Axe.
And Axe has taken the +6 strength over the +.
I actually would prefer mana regen. Mana regen for Centaur and Axe, considering how the fights are going. Yeah, I guess on Axe, since they're losing the fights, he needs the strength.
Tower is under siege.
So yeah, all in all, it makes a lot of sense. Oh, this might be a dead Axe.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with yes. Poison Touch comes out from the Dazzle.
Oh, he's gonna get the backup. Oh, this might be a huge, not Black Hole.
Nah. I mean,
the Axe is 300 away from his Blink Dagger. This is gonna be a huge Blink Dagger when he gets it. It might be enough to bring him back.
I'm gonna have to agree to disagree on that point.
Bring him back as in, you know, make them where they can actually fight.
Alright, it does look like the Axe is going to try and make a go here, but the early ult coming out from the Troll Warlord, they'll find 2, but they do lure the Rubik to the Lina, with the Laguna Blade coming out onto the Rubik. It ends up being a 2-for-1, honestly, when you're this far down.
Still not worth it.
Still
2 supports for your 2 cores. Like, yeah, the only way that could have been worse for Rizal, besides not getting kills, if it was Lina instead of Axe. It was still very bad. Actually, the Axe... Oh, the Axe is not higher net worth.
Yeah, and this Centaur is sitting there with like, pretty much no health. And there's nothing they can do about it. Oh! The silence does come out from the Drow, but no follow-up. Tower is within deny range. They do find the deny on the tower. At the same time, it does look like Axe is going to end up going down the bottom lane. And the Dire side is probably going to look to push the tower on the
Oh god. They're 500 away from Blink Dagger on the Axe now. He was 300 away 2 deaths ago.
Tempest Double is going to end up finding the kill onto the Lina, and the Dire side not quite done. Tempest Double trying to push a little bit further in here. They put the stun onto him. He's going to end up timing out before they're able to find the kill.
Radiant's top tower is under
Well,
attack.
on the plus side, the Radiant do have, you know, their net worth is pretty localized. Like, you know, it's all 3 to 4K. So that jungler is paying off, and that the jungler is keeping up with their top net worth. But maybe because of the jungler, their top net worth is very.
Oh, this looks like you're gonna have a go here on the Axe, and there's not enough life on the Axe. Probably.
Ooh, is this the black hole?
He wants to get the black hole off, but just doesn't feel comfortable with it. The look like the mechanism is going to come out from him in order to keep him alive, and the dire side just tend to continue to push in, continue to push out some damage. The Arc Warden will end up timing out. He doesn't actually end up going down, so not much happening here, and the Centaur on the bottom trying to find the solo kill onto the Drow Ranger, who may actually end up finding it. One more hit and he'll end up going down, but he actually ends up going down. So a very nice kill coming out from the Radiant side, finally finding a kill and a one across the map, 1-for-1, but for them, definitely a big win. That's at this point, that's actually 1,000 gold swing and 1,300 experience for one kill.
Yeah, and that is, the bulk of that gold goes to the Drow, and she needs it. Another thing, and like, okay, so you know, I'm joking around about the Enigma. He hasn't found a black hole yet. He hasn't used it a single time yet. But unfortunately, it makes a lot of sense. There is a Rubik on the other team, and that Rubik will steal that black hole, and then the Radiant will lose. The first time that black hole comes out, there's going to be another black hole.
Yeah, he's got to be really careful, and they're not finding pickoffs. It does look like the Centaur is actually going to have a go here on the Lina, and with the Troll walking in, it's going to be a very easy kill.
Yeah, standard carry participation right there. I do the same strategy. Very smart. Good job, Troll.
Strategy meaning he lets the supports and the other fours do all of the work. So we're all good. The dire side is going to go ahead and bring down the tower here, and this Troll Warlord just walking straight into the entire Radiant.
Why not? Like, he's got the backup of his entire team right behind him. It makes perfect sense why he's doing this. Flux comes out onto the Drow, followed by the Spark that goes straight to the Enigma. Looks like they're just going to scare him away. Or he's just going to scare them away.
Yeah, just a little bit of zoning done there. I mean, he's might actually find the kill on the... Yeah, and when I say might, he found the kill onto the axe on the bottom here.
Yeah, and now he's got his Dagon. And now this game gets painful, especially for a squishy Drow.
Yeah. Alright, so...
Like, pretty much the entire Radiant team is squishy besides the axe. I guess the Enigma's pretty tanky.
Steve, how long does this game last at this point? I want to believe in you, Radiant side, I really do. But at this point, I think...
Well, when Team Rizal comes back from, you know, the pits, it's going to take at least, like, an hour. So this is going to be an hour-long game.
Okay. Agree to disagree. Drow does end up going down again. It was not great, but hey, it happens. And they are going to probably try and find at least... Yeah, they found the tier 2 bot here. And likely at this point, if you're the dire side, you're just looking to see... Take all the outer tier towers, really restrict the movement of the Radiant side, and kind of bring that clamp down, and ultimately go high ground.
Okay, so there's a Shadow Blade on the Troll Warlord. He hasn't picked it up yet. There's a lot of sentries on the Radiant already, probably just for dewarding, but that's going to make this Troll Warlord not very happy. But it won't matter because they're about to kill a lot of people.
Yep, so Axe actually able to survive here. A really nice stop coming out from Adventure Spear. She's going to go down for it. But at the backside of it, Lina just barely able to survive the Tempest Double coming out. And Drow trying to find a kill onto the Troll Warlord. It's a huge black hole axe coming out onto the... They're able to cancel it, though. They only end up finding the black hole coming out from the Rubik. Actually not going to catch anyone. But on the back end of it, they are able to find the Drow, and it's going to end up being a 4-for-0 trade.
5-for-0. Lena's already back alive.
Okay.
I think. No, she didn't die. She didn't die.
So, an Aegis. I said 0, it wasn't an Aegis. But overall, a huge win for the dire side. And yeah, so Lina dies.
Yeah. Now it's 5.
Now it's 5. And it's going to be an easy lane of racks for the Radiant side.
Possibly even 2.
Yeah.
See if they go bot. I think this might be GG.
Probably can't put the big Echo Star coming out.
Yep, there it is.
I respect what the Radiant side did here. I respect what Rizal was trying to do, but at this point, two things.
You gotta ban the Arc Warden against this guy.
You gotta ban the Arc Warden for one, And two, it felt like they just gave too much respect for the Dire side. That Centaur got way too much out of lane in a lane that maybe he's competitive in, but you can't just let him win the lane.
No. Yeah, the Centaur should not have gotten that much out of that lane. That is ridiculous.